What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bro Check This Out. I'm Zarwin, and this is Muse. Today we are talking about Disgaea 2, a game that Muse told me to play last time. So let me start with the question. Muse, why did you want me to play Disgaea 2?
I wanted you to play this guy. This feels so robotic. It's funny. No, I wanted you to play it.
The intro's gotta happen. You gotta force it at some point.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's the thing we're talking about. We'll talk about other things too. But yes, this guy too. No, it was actually, I guess, one of the first games I played. I was thinking about this the last week, but it is like it's always been a game in the back of my head, which I think was the game that made me like big numbers, and which is probably why I like Balatch Road. I think it's going to all come back to Disgaea. I know you said it was a little grindy, which I understand, but also it makes fun of a lot of things that I enjoy, like Power Rangers and anime and Dragon Ball Z, which is in anime, and all that kind of stuff. What do you want to start with? You want to start a story? Did you even finish it?
I did not finish it. I got about halfway through, which is why I thought this might be a little bit of a shorter one. I really pushed through, but man, the things I don't like about it were too much for me to want to push through for the things I did like about it. So I did stop it about halfway.
This is also it came out in 2006 as well, so it's an older game. It's probably got a little bit of little age on it, which is fine. All right, well, let's talk about your experience with the game.
Yeah, I think overall, overall, I did not like it. That being said, I am interested in trying out whatever the most recent one is.
I think 6. It's on Switch. I think they're all on Switch now.
Okay, cool. I'll see if I can't find that on sale and check that out, because I'm interested to see if some of the things I don't like get fixed just by having more modern versions of it. The camera angle really really sucks.
It's fair.
Because it's like a 2.5D block, right, that you're fighting on for your combat, really similar to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes, that's what I was going to go into. Is I really enjoyed the old Final Fantasy Tactics games as well back in the day. And
yeah,
as we start, so this is a tactics based game with a lot of RPG elements that you can upgrade to, I think, level like 9 billion or something stupid like that.
It's like a tactics game stapled together with a visual novel. Not even a visual novel, because you're not making any choices in the cutscenes. You're just watching the cut.
You're watching it. Yeah, you're just watching the whole story go through.
Yeah, so like it's a kinetic novel.
Yeah, it's very linear. Keep going.
Yeah. So the big thing that really killed me with the camera angles is so many of the maps appear to be randomly generated.
Yes, they are randomly generated, especially in the item realm.
There are some that are just incomprehensible to view all of it. Like there's just areas I can't see where there will be monsters that you have to like switch your angle around like 6 times to maybe get an angle to like click where you want it to be. It was a huge pain on PC. It might also be better if you played this on like a console. Or honestly, I'd feel differently about this game if it was on like a Game Boy.
Yeah, even I could see that. I played it on again, this is when it came out. I played it on PS2. I don't remember having that issue, so it may have been a PC thing, because when I was playing, like I don't remember that. I remember some of the levels being wonky, but never so crazy that like I couldn't get in on something. And again, with the controller, I think it was pretty intuitive playing on the PlayStation.
I had access to the Xbox controller, right? I did link that up and that worked, but it didn't seem to work super well. I don't know.
Fair. Again, it was a PlayStation game.
I had a lot of trouble navigating. The next one is, the game is like built to be a grind game, which is fine if you want to do that. Like there were too many menus in the gameplay for me to want to grind out over and over again, because each time like you unlock a new level of one of your minions that you're using, right? Like I really like the thieves, right? So I kept unlocking like new levels of the thief, but then I'd have to go and like get that thief and then take it back and then grind it from level 1 up to wherever I was currently to make use of it. And that just took so much time, where I don't think the story's that long.
No, I don't think it's that long.
To progress through it, you have to keep grinding these characters up to him, because you have to use one, and then that will let you unlock like the base version of the next level up that has better stats. Then you have to grind that one up, and it's just. And then there's the item world, so you can go into the items you want to use and you grind those items. It's just, like I just see where the game is going, and I just don't want to keep doing it.
That's fair. I know you can. because you can just use like the main characters and then get to the end if you just want to do the story. Because I think I did that my first play. Then eventually, I think again with the internet blooming in 2006, me and my brothers figured out how to break the game and then just level up as fast as we could. I think Groot is pretty much in the game too. There's a giant tree character that you can play as, and like we made a Super Saiyan Groot, which was awesome back in the day. But no, those all make sense. Like for me, I enjoyed the story enough to where like again it stuck with me for 20 years at this point. Adele is the main character, and he was like your Goku character and like funny and doing his thing. So I think nostalgically is like I would played as Goku, but like Goku Super Saiyan Rose at the time, which was before Super Saiyan Rose was a thing. And then like the Prism Rangers and things, Axel making fun of like American culture. I think a lot of the satire is what stuck with me throughout the years. I don't know how far you got, but what did you think about the story? Yes, it was linear, things like that. But again, PlayStation 2.
I got up through the Coliseum.
Okay.
The story was fine. I think it suffers from maybe it was a lot more interesting when it came out in 2006, and now so much stuff has done the same thing that
That's
like
fair.
I just didn't catch me at all. A lot of the like intrigue stuff felt, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I didn't get through, but it felt kind of obvious. Like Adele's looking for his human parents, and then there are the two servants who are a guy and a girl for the demon lord. And it's like that's his parents.
Yeah,
And then it's just
on
like
the
stuff
nose.
like that where it's like it felt like they were trying to be subtle, and it just felt really heavy handed. And I was like, no, I got it. And now I'm gonna have to wait for like 4 more chapters before it gets revealed as like a big reveal. But like I got it. I figured it out right away.
That's
I don't know, it's just stuff. Like it wasn't enough to catch me. I think because I played it 20 years after it came out, and I've just seen everything that is done.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair, and that might also come. You know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Now I've watched way too much GMM. Games that have. So you would probably say that it didn't age well, right? Just because of everything going on culturally, or just heard.
I think it didn't age well, which is weird to say because it is like a turn-based thing. I think mechanically it didn't age well because it feels like a game that was like trying to keep 2D while taking advantage of like higher processing power and stuff like that. Like they were trying to do some interesting things, and maybe, like I said, maybe it worked better on the PS2, but at least the PC port just didn't.
Oh yeah, because I remember like being able to, because at the time I thought it was awesome. Again, 2006. We're just going to keep prefacing this. This was a long time ago. I remember like because you can do these super big combos where you like stack up all your guys, and then they like punch the dude up and up and up, and then you like end with a super. I thought that was cool as shit. And then like the colors.
I do. Yeah, I appreciate a lot. A lot of the tactical stuff I appreciated. So like the comboing, like placing your characters in a certain order so they would combo off was quite fun. One of the reasons I liked the Thieves is they had so much movement speed, so they could like set up a combo basically across the map. That was always fun. I like I should say I both like and dislike. I like that you get the port where everybody comes out of. I hate that you can't move that around. You should be able to like move that around in like a starting like, I don't know, 10 to 12 squares. Some of them are just so awkward to get out more than like 3 or 4 characters when you want to get like 10 characters out.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I think this may have been the newer one where you can set up like a what's like a formation. Like you start, you hit the formation, then just like pops everybody out.
Oh, that definitely. If that was available, that did not come up during any sort of tutorial thing. I have no idea how.
That's the thing. There are a lot of things in that game that they do not tell you about. I do remember that.
That's another thing I hate. A lot of things. Another one of the things I want to mention is a lot of stuff that they do tell you about is not relevant to you at all when you're playing. So like the when you go to the council to like get like a new character or something approved, right? And you have to do the vote, and they're like, you can fight them, but no, you can't.
No, you can't.
No,
you cannot.
You cannot fight them at the beginning of the game. Don't tell somebody that's an option. Don't make that an option. that because this isn't a fault of the game. This is just where games were in 2005. But the save feature on this killed me.
Oh,
The fact that you have to manually save after every fight. There's no like auto saving unless until the end of the chapter. So infuriating. Especially there was in the Coliseum, which is after the fight. I basically figured I was done. There's one where it's like the floor puzzle. You know, the prisms.
Oh yes.
You have to like
You gotta
break it
like
in a certain order
yeah.
to like kill everything, and if you don't, the like floor becomes invisible, and you're like soft locked.
Yep. I remember
Why?
that one. I remember that.
Why?
And remember, I was 20 years younger, so I was dumb. I had no idea.
And the two fights before were so simple that I didn't save because I was like, I'll just like bop through these, and then this one is literally like unsolvable.
It's like OG Elden Ring. It's like hey, by the way, beat you down. Like, hey, just so you remember, this game came up, smack you, which may have been kind of why I found it intriguing as well, because it was like that Elden Ring, like, yeah, this is actually going to be hard. We're going to like make it all happy and go lucky and like, hey, and then like, hey, you need to grind a little bit. Then you need to also figure out how to do this. And if you don't combo right, you're fucked.
So I don't dislike grinding and other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons I think I dislike grinding in a game like Disgaea, because I get the same sort of thing to a much lesser extent in a Fire Emblem game. I like Fire Emblem a lot more than Disgaea 2, even though they are very similar formats. In Disgaea 2, you know, your moves, they have to be like a certain space away, right?
Yeah.
But that's not how like reality works, right? You get a lot more leeway on things like that.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate games where you're not like locked into these like weird angles that you have to try to fit. Final Fantasy Tactics had some but I think the maps were designed in such a way that it wasn't as noticeable. But because these are so randomized, sometimes you just can be like, well, I have a character that has like 3 fight abilities that none of them can work on any of the monsters here because they're set up in such a way that there's just they can't be activated. So I just have to punch them slowly, and that's going to take 10 minutes out of my life.
Yeah, and as you the nice thing about that game too is as you upgrade through everything, and then kind of I think you can also upgrade the skills too. The spaces get bigger too, so like you can start going from like a heal on one square, then it like heals into like a flower, then it heals into like basically the entire fucking map.
Yeah, you for sure you can. The way you do that is by using the abilities, though.
Oh yeah, is that again? It's been a while,
right? And so once you and this again comes back to the grinding up a new character type thing, right? So say you've got your base healer and you've got your heal up, and you finally got some nice AOE heals, and then you unlock the new healer, and you have to go get the new healer, and then you have to not only level up the healer but upgrade that healer's heals, and so you're stuck grinding like the first 2 or 3 levels, and then you move on to the next. Like it takes so long to build the team.
Make new ones, or did you reincarnate them?
Reincarnating them still starts them at level 0.
Yes, but they keep all their stuff.
But the point is that their stuff, like their points are weaker.
Yeah, but they upgrade. So when you reincarnate them, so you know, like in the normal like prestige system, how like when you prestige in like a game, then like your strength goes from like 1 to 2, and then it multiplies. So like when you reincarnate, all their stats like go up 1 to multiply. So it's actually like a multiplicative exponential growth instead of just making a new one.
So I didn't do that because when I went to the I clicked on reincarnate once, and it didn't seem to be what it was saying. Because I wasn't looking to make like my 10 into a 20, right? I was looking to move my E strength to a D strength.
Yeah, and that's kind of what it slowly does.
That's not what the like list showed me when I went to reincarnate. Whereas when I went to make a new character, it started with the D to the D instead of the E.
Oh yeah, the reincarnate, it's the secret system. So you like keep one thief, and then you just keep reincarnating it up and up and up and up and up, and that's how you make it super strong. I think it also makes your XP gain faster as well.
See, okay, but why would I ever know that?
It's again 2006. They were trying to soul you. They were just trying to make you figure it out. Damn. Yeah. You played hard mode. I'm not. You played hard mode.
I played the way the game told me to play it.
I'm so sorry. I was one. I'm like, yeah, I know it's grindy, but like, I don't remember being that. Yeah, you made new characters. Yep, that makes sense. So if you do ever go back, and this is for the viewers as well, make sure you reincarnate. So you just need one thief, and you just keep reincarnating it, unless you want an army of
look at it
thieves.
after this because I have to get some B-roll anyway, and we'll see what happens. But that's just not when I went to do it. That's not at all what like the little layout menu looked like it was doing at all.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you take your base, and then basically they go Super Saiyan, they power up, which was like the meme at the time was, oh yeah, we're gonna strengthen them and make them a different color, and the different color makes them more powerful. That was the joke. I'm so sorry for your loss.
All right,
you're never gonna get those moments back.
it's just this is just something that I'm glad has mostly vanished in modern gaming. Like, tell me how to play your game, man. If you've got a system that you've designed to be used to like progress the game, tell me to do that. Don't be like, yes, and then you can go and get new characters that you can unlock via the voting thing, and you can do the council, and if you don't like it, you can fight them. I didn't need to know that, man. I guess I needed to know about the reincarnation system, which was, I think, when I saw it, it was like, also, you can reincarnate characters here, and that was it.
Okay, so again, back to Elden Ring. Have you played Elden Ring? Or
I have not.
Okay, that makes sense. I would. So Elden Ring does this, by the way. It just doesn't tell you. It like it shows up. It's like, hey, here's a weapon, and go. That's how you play Elden Ring. Which
the difference between Elden Ring and sort of like Dark Souls series games in general versus something like Disgaea is that Disgaea is like a narrative focused, you're going through a story.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls is, we dropped you into a world, you have a sword, go explore and figure it out.
Yes,
right.
Fair.
One of them, the thesis statement is, you don't know what's happening, we're not going to explain it.
Okay.
The other one is, we're going to tell you a story, and I guess we're not going to tell you how to progress. Right, those are not the same.
Okay, that's
one of those is worse than the other.
That's fair. Yeah, 2006.
It's setting expectations.
I'm trying to really
what it's about.
Because I was playing 6 when I was in Minnesota. Because I just found it randomly because I didn't even know it was a thing. When I went to like because I was playing like Commander Nights, and I was like going through the Switch games. I'm like, oh, they were up to Disgaea 6. I had no idea, and I was playing it. Basically the same game as far as I know, because I only played like the first few, but with like different skins. They brought in Adele because I got like, it came with the deluxe edition, whatever, but it was all in the cards, so whatever. I was like, oh, I can play as Adele and whatever the princess, I can't remember her name. I was like, oh, this
Rosalind?
is Rosalind. I'm like, oh, this is nostalgic, and I'm gonna play as these people. Exact same concept. I don't remember if there's a voting thing in 6 or not, but like, you still got the item realm, you still got reincarnation, you still got the stuff. I might actually go back and play that again because I need to. And it's stuck with me through the years. What were we talking about?
You started talking about Disgaea 6 being the same as Disgaea 2. That hasn't really changed much.
Yes, but we're talking about Elden Ring 2. I don't know. But yes, so I think your companion does a good job of kind of explaining all of the things to you. Because like literally, I think the entire first level is a tutorial. I think they may have figured this out. Where like literally at the end of everything, there's like story mission. Hey, here's the new part of the tutorial that you can do. Like, they break it up because I think they realize there's a shit ton of this game. And it's like, all right, mission. All right, now here's this brand new thing that you can look at. So I think they did fix that eventually. And there's also an anime.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see, like I said, I'm interested to take a look at Disgaea 6 down the line. Because, yeah, if there's like clearer guidelines, because Disgaea 2 pointed out everything that opened up for me each thing, but it didn't really explain what I needed to know at that moment about it. It just kind of gave me a general overview and focused on things that were probably important for the game overall.
Yeah.
But for me to get through the story, to get to like the grindy extra game, no.
Fair.
Didn't help.
And I'm again thinking about E33 because again my peak standard of gaming, and I feel like E33 does a good job of the mixture of both Elden Ring and kind of whatever Disgaea 2 is doing right now. Is, hey, you don't really know what's going on story wise. They're just like, hey, here's what's happening. We're not going to explain shit. You're just going to figure it out. You're going to live in here and you're going to figure it out. But I think mechanically, they're like, they did a decent job for like every new character. Like, hey, here's a quick tutorial. Here's their basics. Go figure it out. I feel like that was a good little bit because there's a lot of exploration. And I think maybe that they really wanted you to explore more in Disgaea 2 and figure some things out, but without solid rails, if that makes sense.
So I guess that would bring me to another point of criticism I have for the game is that there's no exploration.
Yeah, you're right. There is no exploration.
There's
the item realm. That's
hub.
it.
Yeah, you have your home hub, at least for the first 5 or 6 chapters. That is just your little village with the same monsters you can talk to that say the same thing for each like each part of the story, right?
Mhm.
You get a new line of dialogue after each new location unlocked, or new like fight location. And then there's like 3 chests to pick up each time you beat a level. Like that's what that is. And then that switches in chapter 6 to the Colosseum, which is different layout, but otherwise the exact same monsters with 3 chests to pick up. It's like, so there's no exploration happening. You just go, they like teleport you to a fight scene and then you come back to your little tiny hub.
It's fair.
It felt very samey,
Mhm.
right? Whereas, and it's been a while since I played it, so I could be wrong, but I feel like when you play something like Final Fantasy Tactics, like there's a sense of progression. You're in different locations.
Yeah.
The story is moving.
I agree
Whereas
with
this one,
that.
it feels like the story is just like, again, it's just happening. It's like there's a game you're playing, and there also happens to be a story.
Bro, check this out. Yeah, it did come out in 2006. Games that also came out in 2006. Can you name 3 games you might be able to that also came out in 2006?
Just in general?
In general, I
don't
feel
know.
like you can actually do this because there's some bangers on here.
I know a lot of stuff like right around it. Like I know a lot of 2007 games. I'm trying to think of 2006.
There's 2 bangers that came out in 2006. Actually, 3 bangers that came out in 2006, which is going to probably make you hate this game more.
Was one of the Fallouts in 2006 Fallout 3 or New Vegas, or those?
Those were later, I think. But you're very close.
Oblivion?
Oblivion was one of them.
Was there a BioWare game in 2006 that I'm missing?
I don't see one, but yeah, I know you do love some BioWare. X-Men the official game came out in 2006. That wasn't one of the ones I was looking at, but
yeah, I'm not sure. There, like I said, 2006.
Okay.
Years of games. I'm not
so
sure.
2006. Here are the games, and this actually goes with your exploration. Oblivion came out. Hitman Blood Money, Gears of War, and Dead Rising. Also Bully. I really like Bully. Final Fantasy 12, but like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. So like you're talking about exploration, like all of except for maybe Gears, but even Gears of War has solid progression. I can't remember. Did you like Gears of War when it came out?
Gears of War was fine. I did not like the multiplayer. Everyone was obsessed with the multiplayer, but I still wanted to just play Halo 2.
That's fair.
But I did like the campaign. I really liked the Gears 2 campaign a lot.
No, I agree. But did all of our dogs just bark at the same time? So that makes sense. I mean, I didn't realize that Disgaea came out the same year as Oblivion. And like one of those games was, I'll say, ahead of its time. I mean, it looks stupid at the time, or like now, but like at the time, Oblivion, I remember seeing it at my friend Caleb's house. Yes. But he lived down the street and like just got a 360. I don't remember the 360 and the PS2 being out at the same time.
Yeah, the PS2, you'll have to look up the exact date since you've got your phone up, but it was for sale for a while. I want to say it stopped in like 2012.
I don't see when the PS3 came out.
The PS2 is the, I think, the most successful console of all time. Maybe the Switch beat it now. I can't
remember. So the PS3 came out the end of 2006.
Yep.
Huh. Okay. Well, that makes sense why I had a PS2. Wow, that's weird to think of Disgaea and Oblivion in the same year. Because it was, PS2, probably the beginning of PS2. I can't remember. Not beginning, but like beginning of the year for that. And then, the 360 came out. So, it got dated immediately. Oof.
I mean, there's different genres of games.
Yeah.
I I think
See if there's anything else on the
Disgaea
list.
2 probably really hit home for a lot of people who like the traditional JRPG
hmm
like type thing. The tactics game style is a fun twist on that, but also, I mean, Fire Emblem's been doing that for a long time. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no more. Guitar Hero 2 came out that year too, in case you're wondering. I played the shit out of Guitar Hero 2. So no. That's so weird to think about. Is there any like modern games that kind of do the whole tactic style? Because I remember I love the tactic style of all that.
Yeah,
Because
there's so many. If you like that, I recommend, since you have a Switch, Fire Emblem Three Houses is really good. It
I
is
think Cozy said he loves that game too.
it's a tactics game with a bunch of different endings, so you can keep playing it and playing it and playing it and do like there's like three different factions and each faction has its own story. It's sort of got a um there's like a little bit of like a relationship aspect. The conceit is you like it's in like the game is told in like two halves. So the
Mhm.
first half, you're a teacher at a school and you're teaching all these students, like building relationships with them. And then the second half is like war breaks out in this kingdom and all these people you've trained in the art of like tactics, you are now like allying with and fighting. And it sort of like follows up on that, right?
Mhm.
Without spoiling too much specifics. Like that's what the plot is. It's very fun.
Hmm.
I like it a lot.
That's kind of neat, actually. I don't think there's any
Yeah.
games that really focus on like it's always you're in the middle of war. It's not, hey, this is before war. War breaks out. Oh shit, what do we do? It's you're just
Yeah,
like the
I
dude.
really like the transition. Like the first half is like, oh yeah, you're teaching these students how to like protect their kingdoms and stuff, and you're gonna go out and you're gonna stop some bandits and things like that. And then the second half is like war.
War never changes.
The thing I like about that is right. So there are a bunch of characters in that game set up across the different factions, but as a teacher you can like build relationships with these students from other factions, and sometimes you can get them into your class like right away, like they'll just be in your class, and
Mhm.
other times you can like build a relationship with them, and then in the war times you can be like, hey, remember when you were a student and I was a teacher, and you can like convince them to stand down or switch side. Like there's a bunch of cool options that can happen because of those uh those relationships in the first half of the game.
Okay, I can dig that. That's see, yeah, that's fair. I
I mean, there's
understand.
a ton of indie tactics games too. Like you should just
Are
those are great.
are they on Game Pass? You know what we forgot to push, and by push I mean
Some of them are.
promo. We forgot to promo Humble Bundle down below. It helps out the channel as well as loaded CD keys. If you want any of these games, go use the link. Hey, see what we did there? Should have done that at the beginning. Whoopsie.
That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I think there are some on Game Pass. I don't remember any off the top of my head, but like Into the Breach is a really good tactics game. It's a mech tactics game that came out. If you had never played FTL, Faster Than Light, that's like a spaceship. That's not quite a tactics game, but it sort of is. I don't know. That one you might feel differently about that one, but for sure, Into the Breach you would like.
Okay, let me just text myself that real quick. 9 out of 10 on Steam. Okay.
There's the Gears Tactics game on Game Pass.
There's a Gears Tactics game and I missed it.
Yeah, it was. It came out of several years ago, but I believe it was pretty well received.
Oh shit! I've been playing more RTSs, and I've been
Yeah, it
wanting
came
to
out in
play more.
2020.
Oh wow, that's fair. Yeah, I've been wanting to play more as I get older because I feel like those are games that I can like walk away from and forget about, and then come back easier. Like
Have you ever played XCOM?
no, maybe I played a
You
little
would
bit.
you would probably dig. I mean, XCOM 2 is what you should try, but you would probably dig XCOM.
Because yeah, then I feel like Marvel's Midnight Suns references XCOM a lot.
Loosely, XCOM is much less forgiving. You're gonna lose a lot of soldiers. And you're gonna have to recruit new ones constantly. It's a different. Yeah, it's.
Is it on Game Pass as well? I feel like I've seen it. Maybe, maybe not.
I don't remember if XCOM is on Game Pass. It goes on sale all the time.
People like this game's been around for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
There's a ton of mods for it if you want to like do different things with it. It's massive.
Maybe I'll check that out too. Maybe. Oh, speaking of which, do we want to talk about Disgaea anymore? I feel like we've talked a bit about it.
Do you want to say anything else about it? I mean, I'll say there's stuff I liked. I thought the characters were cute, if a little bit like bland. You know, they're definitely like parody characters, and
Oh yeah.
but they're like parody first, character second. So the writing of the game isn't fantastic. I liked what are the penguins? No,
The printies.
printies. Yeah, I like the printies. They were fun. And then the demon lady who controlled them, that was cute. Like I didn't hate the story bit. I didn't want to keep playing to get to the rest of it.
So what you're saying is 20 years ago they hit their target audience with me.
Yeah, I probably would have dug this game 20 years ago.
That's fair. So they did a good job there. But
Mhm.
if I play it as an adult, I might hate it, is what you might be saying.
Yeah, unless you're like really, really into the anime aesthetic and you really, really, really like tactics games and you don't mind dealing with the jank, I would probably say skip it. Probably go play the modern one. If each one is its own like independent
Yeah, I think they are.
storyline, then you're not missing like anything story wise. Just go play the most recent one with the best set of mechanics.
Just remember it for what it is.
Yeah, I guess maybe read reviews first. Maybe the best set of mechanics isn't the newest one. Maybe it's the one before. But like whatever the Sky community says is probably the one you should play.
Fair enough. I actually wonder what they say the best Disgaea is. Okay, the best Disgaea game according to Google is, okay, we're going to Reddit a year ago. We're going to just go off the first few. Disgaea 5 is the best one gameplay wise, though there's a Disgaea 7. Jesus Christ. Oh, this person says toss it between 5, 7, and 2. Some people would change 2 for 4. Okay.
The 2 is the third place option in that.
Yes. Are you into cozy? There ever Disgaea you could really settle into a long haul? I say Disgaea 2 would be the one. I started with Disgaea 2. And the Disgaea series, thanks for the pre. I love 2.
I know, maybe the ending really slaps, but I don't want to get there.
It's the only one I've played too. I mean, yes, I've kind of started the 5th one, but it's the only one I've played. Hey, you hate the most beloved Disgaea game.
That's all right.
That's all right. We don't need to love everything here.
I like my JRPGs a little more turn based, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's fair. E33, go play it.
E33, great. Also, if you want something that's more traditionally JRPG, go play Persona 5 or
I can't
3
play
Reload.
I can't play Persona. I don't know what it
Why
is.
not?
I started it. I can't get into it.
Yeah, I get this. The start can be slow. How far did you get?
I don't know. Not very. I think I played for like 2.5 hours. I'm like, why? What? Why do people love this?
You didn't even touch it. You're still in the like intro. They're still establishing like shots, and because you're gonna spend like 130 hours in this game, you're gonna have to get to know it.
Okay.
But the music slaps. The game is great. The story's amazing. The gameplay rules. The opening is a little rough. That's every Persona game. Push through it
Okay.
is my recommendation.
Okay. So it's like,
And if you don't like Persona, if the school age thing puts you off,
no, I don't care about that.
which I guess
That's
is-
fine.
yeah, then Metaphor Refantasio rules.
I remember you
game
played that. Yeah.
is incredible. But it has the exact same Persona problem. The start is slower, though. Because it's immediately more weird. Maybe it'll grab you more.
Okay. Yeah. I can
But
down
yeah,
with weird.
I would say Persona 5 is the best music. So if you want music to carry you through Persona 5, and then Metaphor, and then Persona 3 is awesome, but is also like the story is probably the best, but the other parts are not as good.
Okay.
But they're good. You're not in trouble. It's just
Okay. Well, maybe depending on what you tell me to check out, well, maybe I'll play that in between, unless that's the game you tell me to check out. But yeah, the beginning, it was just so slow. It was so slow, and I was just like, I can't do this for an entire game, and that's just what I thought it was.
if you haven't met if you haven't met your companions yet, like you haven't even touched it.
I think I started to, and it was like you end up on the roof, and then you do the big battle, and then I played a little bit after that. And I'm like, that's the technical term for what I.
You just played the casino opening.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, was
Okay,
it?
so you didn't even get into the story.
Oh, wow. Okay. Clearly, my ADHD rules all, and I just need to be entertained.
I'm not knocking you for this because we've talked before about how I will just bounce off games sometimes for no reason, right? Like it's not, but like You didn't touch it. Like you haven't played Persona 5.
Okay. Well, sounds like I need to play Persona 5 at some point.
Yeah, I would say play Persona 5 Royal.
Okay.
It's just the like updatey one they did. It's got a new character in it, a little bit extra story stuff.
It's all new characters to me. It's all new characters. Don't know what you're talking about. Also, love your shirt. That's all. Where can they find your shirt? Not a sponsor, but
this is again one of those Roosevelt shirts. I don't know if this one is still in print. It's a Star Wars one. It probably is. Yeah. They do a lot of limited run stuff. But their Star Wars stuff is usually consistent.
All right. Well, let's I guess what game do you want me to check out besides Persona 5 and everything else we talked about today?
Yeah, so so this podcast, we've done a lot of games, but this podcast isn't about games. And so I'm going to do our first non-game, and I'm hoping we make this a more regular thing because games are fun, but they also are a big time commitment.
Yes, they are.
Especially when we start doing these RPGs and stuff. So I'm actually going to ask you to check out an anime. I'm going to ask you to check out Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans.
You had me at Mobile Suit Gundam, then I have no idea what you're talking about after that. Iron-Blooded Orphans? Yeah,
so Gundam, the way Gundam works is that there's like a main continuity, a main storyline, which is the Universal Century.
Okay.
And then there are a bunch of shows that are about Gundams, like just as giant robots, that are alternate universes. And so Iron-Blooded Orphans is an alternate universe. Gundam Wing is an alternate universe. Gundam 00 is an alternate universe. Those are all separate from the Universal Century timeline. So when you watch a Gundam series that's like Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans, that just means it's not part of the regular story. You could just watch it self-contained.
I had no idea. That they were the first to do the multiverse.
No. They're also not. It's just there are some cool weird continuity things that you can find in Gundam because of this though. So like G Gundam, which is one that you've watched, came out in 19. Oh God, I'm not getting the dates right, but it came out slightly before Gundam Wing.
Mm-hmm.
But in the big finale of G Gundam, there's this scene where there's a bunch of like Gundams like flying through the atmosphere, and in it you can pick out the Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing, even though that show wasn't out yet, because they've kind of like planned around it and they've been doing these crossovers. So there's like fun stuff like that. And if you want to get really weird into it, there is a Gundam series that does sort of like tie them all together officially, kind of.
I feel like there was a game that came out mildly recently that kind of did this, where it was like you're going back through time to re-engage, like someone messed up the timeline, which I feel like every anime has fucking done at this point. And like you bring in and like you take over the hero, but you can like bring in the other Gundam that you have. What was it? And it's like I think they're almost little chibis. Kind of like whatever the Chibi Gundam was back in the day. That was on Toonami.
So there is a game called Super Robot Wars that kind of like mashes together a bunch of mecha stuff. But I don't think that, I mean, that could be what you're talking about. I haven't played that, but that would be the closest because there's like Gundam, Evangelion, a bunch of the old like Getter Robo Super Robot stuff. Like it takes like all mecha and kind of puts it in one.
You know what you should do during while we're talking about this entire segment? You should B-roll your entire Gunpla collection. Just B-roll the whole thing.
I actually can't. I've got so much of it put away right now because we don't have space in the new place.
Oh, I'm so sad.
We'll see. I might at some point tell you to like, bro, check out a Gunpla, but you know.
Oh, dude, that would be kind of actually epic. All right, well, that's the episode, guys. Go away. Like,
I just want to say, if you want to watch Iron-Blooded Orphans while you wait for the next episode, it's on Netflix, I believe.
Oh, that's easy.
But there's also the Gundam Info channel on YouTube that filters through a bunch of Gundam series that you can watch for free, and currently Iron-Blooded Orphans is one of them, so you can just watch it on YouTube for free if you want.
Oh, sweet. I was making sure that I didn't watch that one because I watched the other one, was it the Zaku one?
Oh, the Requiem for Vengeance.
Yes, that was super
that one
good.
is like a little short one. This one is a full show.
Okay. Well, then we're gonna
so
watch
I would say if you can watch all of it, but I would say watch the first season for sure.
Heard.
There's 2 seasons total, 50 episodes.
I like Gundam, but I'm just not into it. It's not that I'm not into it like you are. It's like that my fandom went just full Star Wars while yours kind of went Gundam Evangelion. But like every time I watch it, I enjoy it.
I got fandom pouring out of my ass. I am a fan of so much stuff. Don't.
That's the intro right there. Just that. We're gonna take that. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna put the beginning. That's got fandom coming out of my ass. Okay, bye.